And that was a huge eye-opening moment for me, because I realized that this thing that, I had not intended to set out to do, which like help a guy overcome performance anxiety and help him to figure out how to last longer in bed, like had changed his world in such a significant way that like I needed to pay attention to that. I really believe in like answering the call that's being presented to you.
Yeah.
And I had a couple other really intense experiences like that where I was able to help someone. It was easy for me. It was fun for me. I enjoyed helping these guys like figure out what was going on for them. And then they expressed to me the level of transformation that had allowed them throughout their entire life, helped them to heal a relationship with their parents, helped them to ask for a raise or leave a job with a boss that was abusive towards them.
And these are sex-related issues that cascaded well beyond outside of that particular zone, if you will.
The way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
It's very Musashi of you. What is it? Once you know the way broadly, you can apply it to everything. Or I just completely
I love
that
that
quote.
Yeah. Same but different, right?
Yeah.
Like if you are kind of like stuck up, or you feel like you have to do things just the right way in order to be worthy, or you feel like not enough in one area of your life, chances are that does spill over into the majority of other areas in your life. And if you are always rushing to get something done, or feeling like you can't perform up to the expectations that you have, and you're not allowed to actually like ever speak about that aloud, or you have a great deal of shame, like all of that. I like to think about sex as sort of one on-ramp to self-inquiry or self-reflection or personal development. And there are other on-ramps. You can explore your relationship with money. You can explore your relationship with your parents. You can explore your relationship with like your physical body and exercise. All of those are perfectly valid on-ramps. They all kind of lead towards the same thing, right? Which is developing, I think anyways, a relationship to yourself, of knowing yourself, of having some degree of practice, of discipline, of like you develop as a person.
Yeah.
They're all on-ramps to the same place. And I like to think that if you choose the on-ramp of sex, that we're starting at a particularly deep point in the person. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to like a very deep, vulnerable core piece of you as an individual. And so if we work on that, it is naturally going to start to unfold.
Yeah.
As sort of like, if you unravel this one knot that's sort of like very deeply at the center of all the other knots, you're going to loosen up everything.
Yeah, I find those knots can be, regardless of what it is, if there's an area in your life that you are struggling with or it is consuming your attention, this is just me speaking for myself, it's like a black hole. It has gravity that pulls. It doesn't pull things into a different dimension. It just pulls everything closer to that knot, and it all starts getting intertwined. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's true, especially for like things that feel like addictions or yeah, absolutely.
So how long working with men and women and couples until you started seeing patterns?
So I'm a researcher, right? So I came from the ivory tower. I came from, I had 24-hour access to a chlamydia lab. I used to drive samples.
A really weird sentence.
I know. It's one of the weirdest things. I used to receive urine samples in the mail. I had such an interesting job. And it was my job, by the way, to like reach out to and find these people and convince them to join our study and to get tested and to, pee into a cup and mail it to me in downtown Indianapolis, that I would drive it over to the lab before they defrosted, by the way. It was what a time that was. So I went from like having this like very, very intense background in scientific rigor to being in the wild west of coaching and just taking on clients who, had no real relationship to each other, but I was sort of using them as controls against each other to test different things. So I also was fortunate in that, like, in my formal education, I had not been exposed to, and it's partially because there isn't, a lot of research or literature that was specific to premature ejaculation or performance anxiety. So I was going in and able to actually like develop a theory from pretty much nothing.